Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. And today is Sunday, and it is March 13th, 2016. So this is the second video, the second series on March 13th, 2016. Sometimes I do them so late that it'd be like wee early in the morning, like 12 a.m. or something. And then I'll still do one for the next day, but then it's still like the same day, but it's later. It's like 10 p.m. or something, but yet it's still the 13th. So anyway, so today is March 13th, 2016, and it's Sunday. So this is the second one. So you'll see a part one, and you'll see a part two, but they're not really parts of it, but just I'm gonna do March 13th, 2016, 1, and then I'm gonna do March 13, 2016, 2. And so this is 2 on March 13th, 2016. All right, you all. So they had a Democratic presidential town hall. Now, here's my thing I want to say about these town halls, and just on the Democrat side, on the real, are they hidden? Are they trying not to let us know? Because they're not always publicized. I'm running for president, and so I'm trying to keep up with all the different parties that are having discussions and debates, to listen to their take on what they're trying to say. And also, I have my own take. So I'm saying a lot of times, if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you'll see I'm tweeting. I'm like, no, that ain't good. Or I'm on Facebook and, no, she didn't just lie. So. But anyway. And so, so I caught the tail end of it, but I'm just like, and I think they do all the Democrat Party, I believe, does all of this, and probably the big establishment status quo does all this hidden discussions to help Hillary, basically, because they're not really publicized. Not the way you would think. It seemed like it'd be a lot of advertisement that every channel you would watch, every news you watch, you talk about, it's going to be a Democratic presidential town hall. You shouldn't have to go look for the town hall. It should already constantly be out there, saying, hey, this is the time. And that's why I say, as American people, we have to watch it. So I say, it's already that trick that they don't want everybody to vote. And so let me stop now and go back to the people. If you have been in jail, it does not mean that you cannot vote. I know a lot of times, especially my big registering people days, and I still register people, if they need to be registered. But it was something I would do mass registrations, and a lot of people that had been in jail, they're like, oh, boo, I will vote for you, because I've ran for different offices before, school board, city council, state rep, different things, and, boo, I vote for you, but I've been in jail. No. You still can vote. You make sure you get with your state, because I know these videos go everywhere, but you get with your state or country or wherever, but right now I'm running for the United States of America. But even now, so let me step back. So it's not just about voting for me for president of the United States of America, but also voting in your country, voting even in the United States of America in your local races and your state races. And then whatever country that you may be, because I know when I go and I look at analysis of who watched my videos and the areas and different things like that, it's people from all over the world, find out the policies and the political part on as far as, getting registered to vote and voting. Stay in tune with that information because it's very important. There are groups of people that do not want us to vote. That's why they got so many laws. Have you ever thought about why do they got it so challenging to get registered to vote? Why is it so challenging to vote? You got to bring this, and you got to bring that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. Why? Well, because, one, they don't want some people to vote. Because they feel like they're going to vote against. So, you have that Republican type. They most definitely don't allow the poor, the homeless, or different folks to vote. because they feel like they're going to vote Democrat. And so if they can streamline some way of making it more challenging for them to get registered to vote or to vote, they feel like that helps them out. So that's what I'm saying. You know, some people say, oh, I don't participate in that. That's the man. No, you feed right into their hands when you say that, boo-boo. Don't tell me, I don't do all that. Don't tell me you can get with the party, throw up dollars or hundreds, but you can't go register to vote or vote? No, no. That ain't cool, no. So, you know, so you losing. When you get to I don't want to participate and they going to do what they want to do. No, don't do nothing. They're going to do what they want to do. No, they're not going to do what they want to do unless you let them do what they want to do. And how do you let them do what they want to do? By not participating, because they don't want you to participate anyway. And that's what I tell y'all got to watch this entertainment realm, because a lot of times I feel like this entertainment is keep you so busy trying to figure out what am I going to wear to this and what I'm going to wear to that, and such having this concert and this movie coming out, and I got to go do this, that you're getting ready for the party or going to the party or finding an outfit for the party, getting your hair done for the party, that you're not stopping to register to vote or you're not voting. Don't get that caught up. To me, that's a trick to get you away from the business at hand. The business at hand is our government and knowing what's going on with our government, because your tax money go to. So you might as well want to find out, where's my tax money go? Where does my tax money go? And then the thing too is you got to claim ownership. This thing, when people can come on, they already know that they must don't see themselves as American. They must don't see themselves as this is their country too. And now when I say American, I'm not talking about what they talk about documents and legal. If you live here, to me, you're American. You live here, you work here, you live in here, you're American. You live in here. So the thing is, you live in here, you here. Find out what's going on with your local government, your state government, and your federal government. Keep your ear open a little bit on what's going on. Make sure you vote. Have your ear to some of the issues. I know some people get scared. Well, I don't know who to vote for. I ain't really been up on it. You know, now that's why I can say sometimes maybe the parties, if you line up with a certain party, maybe it can come in hand. But my thing is, you know, and the reason I say sometimes the parties, political parties can come in hand. Republican, Democrat, there's the Green Party, other parties. Or just being independent and getting information yourself, or either there's even independent websites online to give you information. Because the key thing that these parties are supposed to be doing is giving you information. They're not supposed to be telling you how to vote either. They're just supposed to be giving you information about, look, this is the research we done. And it shouldn't be biased research. You know, this is the research we've done. Here's some choices we would think. But you still got to think for your own. You got to remember, even when somebody says, oh, you should vote for them, think for yourself. And now the research is easy, because all you got to do is go on your phone. All you got to do is go on your phone right here and Google somebody's name. You can go on your phone right now and you can Google me, Michelle Hope Walker. Google me, and you'll see all kind of little information about me. You know, and then I always give you my phone number, 323-338-6580. And I'm always letting you know, hey, you have a question, you want to text me, you want to call, text me. You know, feel free. You know, I'll answer your questions. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, so you can vote and vote. Don't get so busy and caught up. Don't let them get you so caught up that you don't go vote, because that's what they want you to do. And then vote for me. Vote for me, because I am the best candidate for president. I'm telling you, I am part of the 99%. I can run this United States of America. Yes, I can, and run it good. Yes. Put the right people in place on the right committees, have the right advisors, the right counsel. I'm like, give me the power of the presidency and the resources that I can help people. You will be good to elect me for president. And so that's why I say you got to take that stand. That's why I tell you, as you go to the polls, if you don't see my name on that ballot, because there's so many hoops. When you're running for president as an independent and you decide you don't want to go with the two, quote unquote, what they call major parties, I'm like, who is this that say make. That's one thing I have to say I love about my political education, my college, I graduated from University of Illinois. I love my education. I had some great professors, and then I took classes at Georgia State University. Then I got a chance to intern with Southern Christian Leadership Conference in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, it was Martin Luther King III, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son, was over at the time when I was doing an internship there. And I've gotten a chance to work with some great people. I've gotten a chance to be educated by great people, just that let us know to play on words. And also my minor was communication. So I learned a lot about that trick and play on words, even as they were shown on PBS, and they were doing the Eyes on the Prize, the Power series in 1966 to 1968. And they even had Huey on there talking about the Black Panther Party, on there talking about Huey Newton, on there talking about words, the power of words. So you have to watch it. Just because they keep brainwashing your head, this is the only way. That doesn't mean it's the only way. That's what they said. You got to remember, these are people getting together and saying, we're going to tell them this, we're going to tell them so much, we're going to brainwash them, and that's what they're going to think it is. And that's why sometimes, for some parents, I'm like homeschool. If I could do it all again, I just probably would homeschool my kids, because you have to watch that education, the public education, because it's almost like they're using the school system to help brainwash our kids in a servitude type position. Even back in the day, they talked about that they used to train our kids not to be employers, but to be employees. Where some schools, the private schools, train their youth to own businesses, and then the public schools train kids to work for folks. So we got to watch that. You got to watch it. Don't get me wrong. You find some good schools, but screen them schools out, parents. Screen them schools out. So again, vote for me. Yes, vote for me. Vote for me. Support me. Okay, so keeping it going, SNL, and I talked about this earlier, if you see the part 1 of March 13, 2016 of the series. But the SNL, I got to think about it. I said, you know what? But the SNL sketch that talked about how Hillary is turning into Bernie, I said, actually, that's also letting us know how much she lies. Because at the beginning, she starts off with, well, this is what I believe. And then the more attention she's seen Bernie get, now she believes what Bernie gets. So what is it, Hillary? So I can understand why they had the hashtag, which Hillary? Because she's just acting whenever. Now the new thing, because I did catch some of the Democratic presidential town hall in, was it Ohio? But now she's talking about, well, I just don't run well. Somebody has now told her, just say you don't run well. Maybe they'll feel sorry for you, but I don't care if you run well or not. That's not the point. We are asking you about being honest. How good you sell yourself has nothing to do with your honesty, Hillary. I'm like, all these different tricks they keep coming up with, so let's sit back, and I'm not like my husband. A poor Bill and President Barack Obama. Because she is constantly throwing their name in. And I know her theory and her trick is, well, I feel like they're doing some of this to me because I'm a woman. So if I keep comparing what I do to what a man does, then maybe they can see, oh, okay, well, the man did exactly what she's doing, or this or that. I don't know what a little trick is, but I'm just like, just be you and be the real you. I did a whole video on asking Donald Trump to be who he really is, but I guess I should have been doing one for Hillary. Hillary, be you. Who are you, Hillary? Because we really don't know, because you are whoever the voting polls say you should be, And don't get me wrong, I know as we run for president, run for any position, we want to be, we want to go after what the people want us to go after, because we're running to represent you all. But at the same time, we still keep it ourself. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping myself. Now, I might, listen to different ways that people might say, well, here's a way Michelle Hope Walker, how you might want to look at doing this policy on this issue. And I think about it, I look and I see, what I think. And if it's something, I'll be like, okay, well, maybe I can, but just not never being me or having foundations on, issues and things that I stand for and helping the people. I'm like, and Bernie, the revolution, I am the best candidate, you are. Because even the more they talk about Bernie, yes, the revolution, but they've been talking about the revolution. Again, when I looked at the Black Panther Party, when they were talking about, so that was back in the 60s. And I'm sure even for Black Panther Party, people were talking about a revolution. And so I'm glad that everybody and the young folks are excited, about the revolution that Bernie's talking about. But I'm like, Black people been talking about a revolution. And so again, it takes a white face to put on it the revolution for people to believe and be motivated about the revolution. I'm like, really, people? Really? We have to pray because, and then when I say that, some people, oh my God, that's racist. No, it's not racist. It's racist that when Black people say something or stand up for something, you won't back them and you won't stand up for them even if you agree with it. But you have a white person saying the same thing that a Black person been saying. All of a sudden, you act like it's something new. Oh my God, did you hear what such and such said? Well, yeah, we've been heard that. They've been talking about that in the community for a while. So we just still have to pray. And again, as I run for president, also the eyes on the prize, Power, 1966 to 1968, when it talked about how Carl Stokes had ran for mayor in Cleveland. He was the first African-American mayor. I think they're talking about a major city or something. So, how he even had to give the speech, or he was telling them, don't vote for me because I'm Black, but then don't not vote for me because I'm Black. And we got to watch that too. Not like that's deep because that's real. Because you got some people, because again, some Black people don't value themselves. Some Black people, because their skin color, they feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to get this. And, so since they feel that way about themselves, they feel that way about other Black people. So they think less about other Black people because they think less about themselves because they're Black. Now, you hear me talk about the challenges that at times as we as Black people and minorities deal with. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to get what we go after. That doesn't mean we won't accomplish our goals. And that doesn't mean it's going to be challenging all the time. I love myself. I love my skin color. I believe in that basically just the whole point that I'm a human being regardless of my color, that whatever I feel God's called me to do, that I can do that. And I'm going to go hard and what they say, die trying or whatever, not literally, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to go, I'm not, ride that chick, I always say, one of my great from the cradle to the grave, she did all she could and she never gave up. That's what I'm on my grave. And so, because that's what I do. I mean, I get up, stay prayed up, just doing what God has called me to do to the best ability that I can do. Some people like to judge you and look and be like, well, you should be doing this and you should. Not what you think I should be doing, but what I can do. And to me, I'm always like those that want to give you a list on what you should be doing. I think as they're bringing that list, they ought to bring themselves over to be ready to help you. Because I'm like, if you're not ready to help me do this list you're bringing me, keep that list. Keep your list. And I know in running for, and being president, right. I'm be running the country, and yes, and my ears are always open to listening, and doing what the people want. But you all know what I'm talking about. You all know all the folks that want to tell you what you should be doing, this, and it's almost like you can never do good now. Because even when you do that, then they still got their nose turned up, like they sucking on a lemon, or like they got to do number 2 or BM, I don't know. And, no matter what you do, it's just, And then like Joel Osteen one time said, some people just don't like you no matter what you do. They just not going to like you. So let it go. Just be you. Do what God told you to do. Show them love. Do the best that you can do. And keep going. Whatever you do. So I feel good, you all. I'm still running for president. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And I have to stay prayed up. Matter of fact, my shirt, you all, Pray. I love this shirt. I found a shirt whenever I see motivating shirts like this, especially to talk about prayer or love. I love to get them, or hope. You know, my nickname is Hope. So this shirt here says prayer. Prayer. It says pray. So I believe in prayer and praying. I had a whole song going line put in Michelle Walker. Pray. And so all you got to do is pray. I believe in prayer for real. So, it's just doing the best that you can do. And whatever you feel like God is leading, calling you to do, just do the best that you can do. Yes, for me, it's running for president. Don't be afraid to ask for help. So that's why I'm on all of these series, all this 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. I'm saying help and help and help. Call me, 323-338-6580 and help. Because I do need your help. Because it takes all of us. We can do it. So going back to the issue that if some black people think less of themselves, then they're going to think less of other black people. It also goes back to, I remember in college when we talked about the study, when they're trying to figure out the black on black crime. And I remember us talking about study. We talked about if the black kids in the neighborhood feel like, or just the black people feel like that they have no hope in life, then they're feeling like the other people that look like them, who are the same color as them and everything, and live in the same neighborhood, that they don't have hope. So they feel like it's okay to kill each other. Because that same group won't go to a rich neighborhood and do anything wrong or hurt somebody, but they'll hurt somebody in their own neighborhood, and everybody in the neighborhood is, depending, if it's a low-income neighborhood, is struggling, so why would you want to hurt or rob from the next person or hurt somebody else? They're going through the same situation maybe you are going through. But it goes back to a self-esteem issue. That if you don't feel good about yourself, then a lot of times then you don't feel good about people that look like you. So as Carl Stokes was even talking about in the 60s, and please don't not vote for me because I'm black. So he was trying to tell them too, don't not vote for me because I'm black. Because you got some people that just want black people that won't vote for black people. Why? Because they feel like they don't have a chance. Barack, our own President Barack Obama, had to deal with that at first. He had black leaders coming out early on talking, oh no, he just talking. And he became president. So one, you got to watch you put your mouth on, and God going to do what he going to do. Because with President Barack Obama, again, my major in college was political studies, communication. So political studies, talking about running for president, you want to have a name that people is very easy. It helps to have an easy name. Barack Obama did not have that, and a black person had not gotten as far as him even in the running, other than Jesse Jackson's gotten far, but also our Chisholm, our Shirley Chisholm. And so, as you see my picture, you see her, because I'm reminding people, sometimes people see me running for president, act like I'm the first black female that's running for president, and brush me up like, oh my God, you're black and you're a woman, you can't win, Basically, that's why I just get scratched off on, I'm like, really? So you don't even want to hear about my policies, you don't even care to help, you don't even care to, just simply from looking at me, is that you're black and you're female, and then you really don't have no money, so I'm thinking you don't have no clout. So therefore, I'm just saying this what people think. I don't think that of myself. I know I'm a beautiful black woman, Indian too, and then everything else mixed with women. But, beautiful. And I know that I have a lot of clout. Number one, I got God, and God gonna put you where he wants you to be, regardless of what other people do say or whatever. God's gonna open the doors and do what he need to do. Plus, my life, I've networked, I've been involved, taught school. I can go on and on. If you watch all the different videos, you hear more about all the different things I've done. But I've done a lot of different things as well, And so, again, when you look at me, just please, one, support me. And also, just don't count me out because I'm black. And that's sad that in 2016, I have to say this, but I'm telling you all, on my campaign trail, and that's why when they want to get on there and talk about, oh, there is no racism, I'm like, oh, please come walk with me. please come walk with me. And then I'm healing, so I got my little bag that I scoot in front of me to walk, and it helps, but like my brain is good, once we become present, I have assistants and folks driving, so I don't have to worry about none of that anyway, but I'm like, please come walk with me on the campaign trail. And you'll see racism, you'll see social economic discrimination, you'll just see all kinds of discrimination, not just be like, really? But it goes back to, and sometimes that's by people that are black, other women. So you know what they say, people that look like, they think less of the people that look like them. I think I've never fell into that trap. I know, I've seen both. I've seen where I remember I'd be around black people and they would treat black people good, but then they would treat other races bad. And I never did like that. So I'd always be the one to stand up for the other races. It's like, look, y'all, that's not right to treat white people bad. That's not right to treat Asian people, Latino people. You don't do that. We're all human. We all, but then I've been on the flip side too, where you got black people that will treat all other races. I haven't done this, but I've been around this where they would treat other races real good and then treat their own race bad. I'm like, really? So you're going to smile and be happy in their face with good customer service, and you're going to look at me talking about what you want? Really? Why? Because I'm black? Really? So it almost ties into where some races feel like they have to be more harsher or aggressive with blacks. Even some blacks act that way with other blacks. And like, really? So I've always in my life, my goal is treating, everybody just as human beings. And you always have this theory that, people are green. It's not about a color of sense of black, white, yellow, brown, whatever. It's everybody's green. And I'm just treating you based on whatever the situation and whatever's going on. But I'm not going to act a certain way because you're this color. I'm going to treat black people just as good, and I'm going to treat white people just, Latino people, Asian people, whatever, people, whoever I'm around, I'm going to treat everybody. I love everybody. If you know me, I just love folks, and I stand up for those that are mistreated. I can't stand to see people mistreated. I don't care what race and color you are or ethnicity. I can't stand to see people mistreated. Rich people, poor people, I can't stand to see people mistreated. You all have seen me get on here and stand up for folks, and they're probably like, well, why is she standing up for? Because I can't stand to see people mistreated. They also got to remember that's lawyer. That's that lawyer in me too, on representing people and standing up for people. Because, I look at law school, I'm taking a lot of law classes, but right now I'm on this political because sometimes, too, it's looking at which way can I best help people. I think also in being a public official, I can help people a lot. I know I'm being an attorney, I can help them a lot too. But, I got a lot of mouth. And so, God bless me with a wonderful mouth. And so, with my mouth, I speak up for people, and it may be through the attorney realm or it may be through the advocacy realm, being a public official realm, but I know I always will be standing up for people's rights, for our rights. So, okay, let me get close this out. So you've been watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. And today is Sunday. It's March 13, 2016. And this is part two, which not really, because it's not like I continue from the first one, so it's a whole different, but it's the second one on March 13th. And so just vote for me. I need you to vote for me. You can call me 323-338-6580. You can call me or text me. Let me know who you are. Follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is facebook.com. Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, Listen. You can tweet me. Tweet me at Hope_Speaks. Hope_Speaks. You can email me. Vote Michelle Hope Walker President at yahoo.com. But the best way to reach me is calling me or texting me. 323-338-6580. Okay, so we have an election coming up Tuesday. My state, Illinois, I've been like pride and joy of Illinois. So Illinois, vote for me. Write my name on the ballot. Tell people if you go into that booth and you don't see my name on the ballot, write it on there. You have the right. Exercise your right. Write my name on there. You know, it's about feeling good when you come out of that booth that you voted for who you wanted to vote for. Don't you let nobody pressure you on, well, you only do this or you only do that. I don't vote for neither one of them. I'm voting for Michelle Hope Walker. You write my name on there. Okay, so God bless. Stay tuned, you all. I'm still in this pathway running for president. So I am your 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker, and you have been watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. God bless.